What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers podcast. I'm your host, man, Socrates. I'm here with my boy, Boss Man Jay, Known G, and Nick Man from Nick Man TV. What's up, fellas?
Yo, what's going on?
What's going on?
Yes, sir. What do you do?
Do chilling. Today, man, we're gonna be talking about two of the greatest women in boxing, past and present. Claressa Shields versus Laila Ali. Let's get it. So, any one of y'all want to start this off? Say what y'all feel before I give my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I
well,
don't know, man. Laila might be in over her head. Might be in over her head right now. I mean, this a little young bull. And Laila up there at age and things. I don't know when the last time she fought. I mean, I ain't gonna discredit her skills and things like that, but if you taking the time off like that, you probably need that type of break. But man, it's gonna be a good matchup, and I want to see what Claressa gonna do. I think Claressa can do this.
I think Claressa.
What you think about it, Noam?
Oh, go ahead, no. Well, I just feel like
Hit the like button, subscribe.
Claressa been holding that title of the GOAT. She just had a fight last night against one of the young ladies, one of the top young ladies in today's boxing, which we don't have that name recognition for a lot of these women, so we don't really know about them. But yeah, she had a nice little fight last night. Put on a show and showed that she's probably the best pound for pound women's fighter in today's game. So just a couple of highlights from her. She got a lot of power from what I've seen too. So I like her, but we'll see, because Laila's one of the best ever to do it. But Laila is, you said what, 47 years old?
Yeah, she's 47, and let's not forget that's a big age gap. That's like 17 years. Mm-hmm. So.
Body shot by Shields. There you go.
You called it. That's what you wanted. Going to the body. That's exactly what she's doing.
There we go. That's how you soften it up, and that's how you're going to land those big headshots. Shields feeling herself now.
And a right hand right on the temple. Great round for Shields.
Yes, sir. That was from last night. Claressa fight. But we all know that name recognition. We all know Laila Ali. We know that name. And Claressa, the top dog in the game right now, that's going to bring a lot of eyes. So the whole thing was that Laila said that she wouldn't be unretiring. They asked her about retirement, and she wouldn't be coming out unless they came up with 15, 20 million to, for a fight. So Claressa and her team responded with this.
I was rumors that you're gonna come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it. Or in the boxing circle.
The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody had 15, 20 million, don't even call me about it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we like. Laila, I'm here with my team. I got great news for you. We got the 15 million. Let's make a fight between me and you, the best versus the best. The greats versus the greats. The GOAT versus Muhammad Ali's daughter, Laila Ali. Let's make it happen. Mark, what else do we got?
Look, we have the two most prominent venues in this country, Cowboy Stadium, T-Mobile Arena, ready to go. They're extremely interested. We just have to finalize deals and dates with them. Most importantly, though, Ruben Branson, Win Records, thank you so much for supporting us, because that's what allows us to make this offer.
Thank you very much, Mark. Win Records' assignment was to bring forth $15 million. We have the $15 million for Laila. Let's make this fight happen.
That's what I'm talking about. So you saying we got the 15 million, we got the venue, and we got the dates. Now all we need is Laila Ali. Is he gonna make this fight happen or what? You asked for the 15 million, and we delivered.
All right. So let me say this first.
Wow.
That shit seemed so staged that it just seemed like it was just fake. Like I think they could have done a better way of presenting that instead of making it seem like I don't know. It just seemed too staged to me.
I mean, it was okay to me. I didn't technically have a problem with it. They got to sell the
It was a
fight.
skit.
Boxing has to sell the fight, man. That's what they do. They had, like you said, it was overly produced. They probably did it maybe a little too much, the round table thing or whatnot. But they have to sell the fight, and bringing Laila Ali, maybe the greatest female boxer in a lot of people's eyes, to the table. They presented it in a way that they probably felt they needed to present it. I didn't look at it like no way. I thought it was okay, and
Dang,
But what about LeBron calling out Jordan at 45 years old? It's like it's kind of unfair at this point. And does it hurt or help Layla's legacy? Because we all saw Roy Jones hurt his legacy at the end. We all saw Mike Tyson hurt his legacy at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like the legends need to stay the legends.
yeah,
yeah,
people are coming for money, and I mean that's kind of the sad part about everything. I mean, we could blame Jake Paul for a lot of it. The last, 2, 3, 4, maybe 2, 3 years, Jake Paul doing his fights, calling out fighters, and he was a YouTuber doing pranks, and now he in the boxing world, and he's doing these fights over here, with that are just basically gimmicks to make money. So that's why this does kind of throw kind of tarnishes, Layla fighting Clarissa, but at the same time, it's like, hey, man, you know, let's see what they can do. Let's see it. I mean, at the end of the day, how many great female fighters are there anyway? So let's see it. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna watch. Like we did Mike Tyson against Jake Paul or whoever, whichever one of them Paul boys. Like, yeah, we're gonna watch just to watch, but it was like it's not even a good feeling to watch. It's not even that same, enjoyment to watch.
definitely
Mike Tyson
I don't know.
and Roy Jones.
I don't know. I probably disagree due to the fact that with Layla A, like I said, I was thinking she was in her 50s though. But I mean, 47, she still might got some of that boxing youth in her and stuff like that. But I don't see it being comparable to the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, because I think these are worthy opponents. You know what I'm saying? This girl Clarissa, she's a really, really deal boxer, and so is Laila Ali. You know what I'm saying? I think this is gonna be a great matchup. You know what I'm saying? I guess if they want to say who's gonna be the baddest of the women boxings, I guess if they want to put their title on the line, but I think it'll be a great matchup though, and then I think it will sell. But I think Layla doing it for a huge payout. Clarissa want to do more fighting.
yeah. Comparing that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, that was just sad. Mike Tyson was out there looking like he got cerebral palsy or something. So, but I got another video I got another video I want to play. With Bud Crawford was asked about the Laila Ali and Claressa Shields fight on the Shannon Sharp show, Club Shay Shay. So let me play that real quick, and you guys can give y'all opinions on that if you like.
I don't think there's really any question that she's the best women's boxer today.
Of all time.
All time. You putting over Laila Ali?
All time, and I love Laila.
Wolf?
All time.
Coal miner's daughter?
All time.
Really?
There's no comparison.
Damn.
At all. All time. I love Laila too.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody coming close to Claressa.
Right.
2-time Olympic gold medal.
Yes.
3-time undisputed.
Yes.
Well, how many weight classes she did? 6 different weight classes. Now I understand it ain't a lot of women boxers.
Right.
But
she's the best of what's out there, or what's ever been out there.
That still don't take away the accolades
right.
that she posed.
So right.
It's no comparison.
Do y'all agree with that?
I mean, from what we've seen her do, yeah, I pretty much put her up there.
We can't recency bias. We can't have recency bias because just because we seen her more recent than Layla, because Layla did have to go through some, some big names herself in her career. So I think it's just an unfair argument. That's why I hate to talk to GOAT in the NBA. I hate to talk to GOAT. It's
But
different levels.
But even
Different
though
times.
Layla is
I won't
17,
say that recency bias though.
yeah. Well, I mean, when they end up fighting, which it looks like it's going to happen, they're going to go. They're going to be able to show, their skills. Now we know that Layla's going to be 17 years her senior because she's 47 and Shields is 30. So I mean, and that's why I brought up the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson type thing, just because of the age gap. You can't ignore the age gap.
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
not a big huge. I mean, not that might weigh in to a lot of excuses and stuff like that. But dealing with this right here, I mean, it's not a really big age difference up on. I mean, yes, it's 17 years, but I mean, the both
What you
professional
talking
at
about
what they do.
17
Mike
years,
Tyson
but
was a.
ain't no but. 17 years in boxing, dude.
It
Ain't
is a
nobody
but.
fighting. Ain't nobody boxing at 47 years old. Like
Okay, I
that
know
is
ain't nobody
unheard
boxing
of.
at 47. I know that, but I'm saying though, she still can move. She accepted it. I mean, if she felt she was too old, she wouldn't. I don't see it comparable as with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I just don't see it as that was a huge big gate. I mean, age difference.
I
You
get
holding
what
on to
Norm was
Jake Paul.
saying.
You just holding
Yeah,
on to Jake Paul and Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. We talking about the age different period. We ain't talking about Jake
yeah.
Paul and Mike Tyson.
So
17 years, that girl 20 years past her prime.
yeah, I get what Norm was saying though. I get it, and then plus, and you also got to remember too, when that Jake Paul and Tyson fight was announced, nobody expected it to be sloppy the way it was. We thought, man, we was finna see a glimpse of prime Mike Tyson. We knew that he wasn't gonna go out there and be the 20-year-old Mike Tyson knocking people out in the first round, but we did at least think that we was gonna get a good fight, and that was just a shit show.
And we got a nursing home fight.
Yeah, we
I
got a
remember.
kid versus a senior citizen.
But like I said,
I also
that
remember
man
a
60
time in
years old.
boxing.
That man.
I remember a time in boxing where they were saying the same thing about Floyd fights. Floyd was running too much and he wouldn't fight. And people were trying to engage him in the ring, but it was more so he was
We not
saying,
about to bring Floyd fights into this though.
you saying boring fights. You said it was basically a
No,
boring
no,
fight.
but bruh, we talking about the actual ability of the body and the being able to actually box. Floyd was able to box the whole time up until he retired.
Fact. That's a fact.
It's just that Floyd was boxing in a style that wasn't necessarily entertaining to casual boxing fans.
That's my point.
We're not talking about the body failing though. We're talking about going and seeing an actual fighter like Mike Tyson, whose body at the time fighting Jake Paul, you could see he was an old man. Floyd ain't looked like an old man
Exactly.
fighting. And this
That's
is
a
what we
fact.
bringing up
Exactly.
with with Shields and Layla is she gonna look like a younger woman in the ring, or is she gonna look like an older woman in the ring?
Yeah,
That's
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 fact.
what I'm saying. Is she gonna still look like she got it, and she is older, but she looking okay, 47. She 47, but she ain't looking like it. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna see somebody that's in there in the pocket, jabbing, going to the body, being able to take shots? And that's the thing. Is she gonna be able to take those shots when she's getting hit? That's gonna
And
be what
my
we want to
whole
see.
question was, if Layla get in there and get knocked out the first round, does that hurt her legacy? Because
Hell
she is
yeah, it
47
does.
years
Knocked
old.
out the first round. Shit.
47 years old? I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah, it still damages it. That's gonna take it won't. I don't want to take her out of that status of being one of the greats, but it will put a blemish on it. But then people gonna also be saying, well, she was 47 years old. She had no business in that ring.
So
Yeah,
did Jordan
exactly.
put
So
a
you can't
blemish
use
on his
that
record?
age excuse.
Did Jordan put a blemish on
No.
his record for playing for the Wizards?
No, because
Man,
Jordan was
we
No.
still
not
averaging
comparing
over
that.
30
And
some
I don't think
points.
We not
And there's no
comparing that.
comparison.
No, yeah, there's no
I'm just
comparison to
asking the
that.
question. Just asking the question.
Yeah, it don't got
and
nothing
I
to
don't
do
think
with
it's gonna blemish
boxing.
her
If
career.
you go in
I don't believe it's
boxing,
gonna blemish her career either though.
if
If she lose, I don't think it's gonna hurt her legacy at
yeah,
all. It's just hey, she took her L.
if she lose, Rod said if she get knocked out in the first round, if she get knocked out in the first round, yes, you should not be getting. I don't care. She should not be getting knocked out in the first round. That's just me though.
So you mean hold on. So you mean tell me? Let's just say they got imaginary what they call it Mount Rushmore with Laila Ali on there at the top women boxing, right? So she getting in this fight. You think she should be taken off if she's on the Mount Rushmore?
I
She gets
did
knocked
not
out first
say.
round. You think they should take her off? No, I'm
I
just
didn't say
asking.
shit. I ain't saying she should be take off no woman's Mount Rushmore of boxing. I'm just saying she's not going to be looked at the same if she get knocked out in the first round.
I mean, let's not pretend, man. We all know that if Claressa comes out there and knock Layla out in the first round, nobody is gonna look at Layla the same again.
That don't mean that she's gonna come down from the Mount Rushmore. That don't still mean she's not one of the GOATs, or in some people's mind, maybe still the best ever. But still, if she get dropped in the first round as a boxer, that's
I
like in
don't think
basketball
you don't
getting
think
blown out.
that
That's
tarnish
like
her
a
legacy.
hooping
I don't
getting
think that
blown out
tarnish her
by
legacy.
67 points.
Yeah, you might
Because
look at her
Layla
funny.
record is
You might
24-0,
look at
right?
her funny. But that's just like you said.
But
You
that
might look at her
e-
different, but that don't tarnish her legacy though. It don't tarnish
but
her legacy though.
either way, whichever woman wins is gonna tell us who is the greatest of all time. Hands down. That ain't gonna be that question won't be debated again.
I mean, I think Claressa just gave herself that name, bro. She only got like 16
Who y'all
fights.
got
She got
so
like
far? Just going into let's say this a pre-pick. Yeah,
So y'all don't think
she
she's
gave
one
herself
of the
that
GOAT?
name though.
she's trending in that direction.
Trending in that direction. Like, did y'all just
I
not
think
hear this
well, I
woman's
mean, like
accolades? Have she not
far as I
proven it
seen right now,
already?
she the best. She the best woman boxer right now.
Right now or ever? Like, who else has done what she's doing?
I think she number
Who
one
else
in
has
the
fought?
women. I think
Who
she number
who
one
else
in
has
the women.
fought in 6 weight classes and won all 6? Who else has done it?
But well, I don't know. Like I said, we really can't even name. We can't really just name any other lady boxers though, besides these two right here.
But this
So
woman
you
right
know
here,
what I'm
you
saying.
looking at right
But
here
I mean,
that
her
Claressa just beat
resume is
last night.
great though. You know what I mean. I think she's number one right now in her class.
But this woman right here who
But hell,
Claressa
I don't know her. I
beat
didn't
last
know her
night,
until today
did
or
nobody
last
know
night.
her? Exactly.
But I'm just asking, even still, with this conversation that's going on, we would
So
have
we don't
heard.
know what the other girl resumes are though.
We
But
just saw
come on,
them
man.
WNBA players standing outside their club. We didn't know none of them. If they didn't have their jerseys on, you don't know them.
That's still like trying to equate basketball to boxing that's still a big difference.
It's called
Like,
an analogy.
don't nobody watch it. Like, what I'm saying is, even with the fights being talked about, even with this fight that happened last night, even with everything that Claressa has done so far, if there had been another woman besides Layla who has done the things that she's done, they would be in that conversation. Nobody has been mentioned because nobody has done it. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't looking at the record book. We don't know what nobody do. We don't know how many classes Layla fought in.
That's a great point though.
I'm still
Like
saying,
I said, we don't know. We don't know who else. We don't know other women out there. I ain't gonna take nothing away from Claressa. I'm with you though.
I'm not giving her nothing, or I'm
I'm with
not
you though.
taking nothing away
I
from her.
think she's
I'm
number one.
saying
right now
with the
in
conversation,
boxing.
that is being had with this her and Layla fight coming up, with her saying that she's giving herself that name. What I'm saying is, if another woman has done what she's done, it would have been brought up. It would have been talked about. But nobody is saying that somebody else has done it. All they're saying is she's the only woman who has done this. She's the only woman that in boxing that has done this. They ain't bringing up no other names. They're not even saying Layla has done it. So I'm still asking, does that make her the greatest or one of?
Like I said, we still ain't got enough information. Like, again, Claressa ain't fought 20 fights.
But who is there? What else is there to do if she's been beat all the top in every weight class? Who else is there to fight? Anybody else she fight any less than y'all saying, oh, now she's just going around picking on people. Now she's handpicking her fighters because she don't want to lose. But 6 weight classes, she's taking out all the tops. So what is there left for her to do? Besides now, shit, to me, every other
Laila Ali.
boxer besides Layla, any other boxing match she has is a fucking sparring match. It's practice.
That's fair.
And this is why this fight that is coming up between her and Layla is happening, I believe, because of maybe the competition factor within women boxing, with her hovering over a lot of the competition, with her being undisputed in 6 different weight classes. This is why we're seeing what we're seeing right now. And we'll just hope that it's a real fight and not a gimmick fight.
And I mean, even for a male boxer,
I think he's gonna be a real. I think Claressa really want to fight.
yeah. I mean, and then still, even as a male boxer, it's hard to drop or go up in weight classes. That in itself takes a toll on the body.
Can we even
And
talk about the part where Claressa then found 15 million for Layla? Dude, we just talking about the WNBA. They ain't even generating that kind of money. So that's a feat in itself. She secured 15 million from Win Casino, which they know they're gonna make that money back.
Yeah, that's
because
that
boxing is a
win.
different
I don't know.
animal when it
I don't know
comes
how.
to.
I mean, hey, however her team did, her team got on that grind.
Yeah, boxing is a different animal though when it comes to promotions and stuff. You know,
WNBA.
it's the oldest sport next to baseball in America, and a lot of people have their hands tied in baseball. So women's boxing, I believe, is just that's a different animal than the WNBA, and we're talking about an individual, not multiple players and stuff too. So.
Yeah, so we'll see. Claressa versus Layla, $15 million purse. So if Layla is getting 15 million no matter what does Claressa get?
That's a
Or is
good
that the
question.
purse?
I'm not sure about that, but I
don't
did
know.
get
She might be
additional
getting a dough or something. She might be getting something.
Yeah, but I did get this little write-up on Claressa, and they, it's just basically saying they've been engaged in a public rivalry for a little while now. And Layla had already mentioned in one of her interviews that, it would take 15 to 20 million to get her out. Y'all saw that on the video. And now Shields has made it clear that she is eager to fight Layla, and remains to be seen if Layla will accept the challenge. But it definitely has generated significant interest and whatnot. And it is a historic matchup in women's boxing. But that's just to Nick's point, he just said, it's not a lot of women boxers we just know by name like that. Like, we don't really, it's tough. Even if you're into boxing, there's not a lot of names.
I mean, there's a lot of male boxers you don't know by name either until they get their ass whooped or they win. So I mean, yeah, the
But
female boxing.
we can name way more male boxers than women boxers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
too.
But And then that
You know what I
that
mean?
go back
But
to
like I'm
Rod
saying,
bringing the
hey,
NBA and
I'm gonna look at
WNBA
the fight.
analogy
I'm
in.
gonna look at this fight though.
Because we don't watch it. I mean, I've besides this fight here, I haven't watched the
But
Claressa fight. I've seen highlights, but I
but
haven't
I'm gonna
watched
watch
the
this
fight.
fight here.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this one. So pay-per-view finna make a lot of money off of it. So that, and then
Yeah.
that's how boxing make their money back too. You know, damn, she punched her. Oh, but yeah, that's how boxing get a lot of their money back too, with the pay-per-view fights and all that stuff. And then plus you gotta remember, man, them I don't know if they Iranians or whatever those guys
And
are.
then
Man, them folks are rich. They got a lot of money tied up into boxing. But we also got another topic that we want to get out
and
the
then
way
they finna
too.
do this in a football stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboy
And
Stadium
and that's
another stadium he mentioned.
and that's a good segue into what else we need to
Man,
talk
that
about.
jump finna be amazing out there. They finna set that up.
But Cowboy Stadium, can the women fill up Cowboy Stadium? That's historic. That's historic.
I mean, with the caliber of fighters, I think they can.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think cause look at the names though. You know what I'm saying? Cause look at, you know what I'm saying, Claressa very known now, you know what I'm saying? So she got a lot of New York people finna ride with her and stuff like that. So a lot of those celebrities gonna be out. Laila Ali, she's her dad, Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the greatest boxing women of all time too. So hey, you know what I'm saying? They name finna bring it in. You know what I'm saying? So then it's that Jerry world. You know that the boxing community gonna be out. Hip hop gonna be out. You know you gonna have shit. The other folks gonna be out. So
yeah, but that's a perfect segue into what we need
Dallas,
to talk
you know,
about
Dallas
next.
finna be out.
Perfect segue.
So
what's the next, Jim?
The next thing we want to talk about is this Jerry Jones and Michael Parsons. Look, I guess back and forth in the media that they got going on with the subliminals and everything. But like all the other Cowboy fans has been saying, because I just wanted to be known, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but they're saying Jerry need to go ahead on and pay the man. And Jerry is known to be cheap.
And you know how the media do it too, because we've been paying attention to it. Of course, Jerry took forever to pay Dak. He took forever to pay CD Lamb. And of course, they asked Michael Parsons about it. Let's watch that video.
Michael Parsons wants a new contract, and deservedly so. Michael Parsons, you got to remember now, Michael Parsons was selected in 2021, has been in the Pro Bowl every year. Every year, all 4 seasons. He has not had less than 12 sacks in a season. Michael Parsons, yeah, one of the top defensive rookie of the year. Jerry Jones is hesitant to give him that new contract, guaranteed money.
Just because we signed him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. We've signed, I remember signing a player for the highest paid at the position in the league, and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott. So there's a lot of things you can think about when you, just as the player does, when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money.
That's the key. The guaranteed money is and I played college football. I didn't play in the NFL, but I played college football. So as a former football player, I don't know where I stand on that. Should the player get guaranteed money? On one hand, I understand the player's perspective. Your career could be over any play. Yes, you.
Oh, you get the gist of what that young man is talking about. But Jerry did make the statement saying that, hey, he is hesitant. He has a lot of things to think about when it comes to paying the guy. Even though, dude, this your only move. What else you gonna pay?
Okay, but I get where Jerry is coming from. The way he put it out and said it was like kind of shade. I didn't agree with that. But I get what he's saying, because it has been from time and time. Every time somebody get a big contract, they end up hurt. Looking for a prime example. Brandon Ayuk held out all training camp. He held out all preseason for a contract. Gets the contract in the first game of the season. He's out for the season. Tua for the Miami Dolphins, their quarterback. He gets a contract.
Jerry got burnt like that before too. Now he
Exactly.
said that, but what about Zeke?
With that, I was just about to say, don't forget about Zeke. Y'all gave him that big contract, and he didn't get hurt, but he ain't show up for not one game.
With Zeke too. Yup. And when he get that money, he didn't show up no more. After that money, he didn't show up because he was in Cabo, remember?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So people can say what they want to say, and also, man, they also got to remember they're just fans. They're not the ones who sign those checks. So of course, as a fan, you want him to pay this man. You want him to get this man the money. You want him to do all that. But as a businessman, as an owner, he also has to look at the downside of if this man get hurt and we done spent all this money, we can't go get nobody else. So I don't blame Jerry.
And here's one thing we don't talk about. Jerry also has the option.
But then you looking at it from the player part. You looking for the player part.
What, Nick? Go ahead.
That's what he gonna do. He gonna tag him. Well, wait, you right. That's what they gonna do. He gonna franchise tag him. Until he have to really just pay them like he did all the others. He made Dak wait. He made Zeke wait. He made the other boy wait. He made DeMarcus Ware wait. He did all these guys like this. You know what I'm saying? But eventually they end up getting paid. But hey, and I'm like what Popeye say and Jerry say, they got a history of getting paid and sitting down for some reason. So hey, it's a two-way street. And it's not just the Cowboys; it's a lot of organizations like that.
And I'm just saying, I don't blame the owners.
Go ahead, what you gonna say, Rod?
No, I'm with y'all on one hand, and on the other hand, this is one of the best young defensive players in the league, and you got him on your team. You can't afford to let him fool around and end up somewhere else, and have a Hall of Fame career. You got to lock your guys down. So, in the midst of doing that, you also don't want to disrespect the guy. You don't want to, you don't
it's too late for that.
You think?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I feel like, but like Mike already said,
both of them been talking in the media. Yeah, both.
But like Mike already said,
go ahead, let me loose, let me go. He said that in the media. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button.
But yeah, he's already said regardless, he get paid or he's gonna play.
Yeah, Michael
he's gonna be there.
Media also.
So I mean, it's up to Jerry. If you want to pay the man, pay the man. If you don't, let him go. Don't wait until it's too late. So just go ahead and let him go. San Francisco will take him if you don't want him.
I can see him in San Francisco a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
He ain't walking away scot free.
What do you mean walking away scot free?
Shit, I mean, cause it won't be no time soon. He ain't walking away scot free. He ain't gonna. Jerry probably ain't gonna trade him up to y'all, or you know what I'm saying. They gonna franchise tag him, like I think Rod said. I think they gonna franchise tag him.
Yeah, they got 2 years to franchise tag
for the next 2 years probably, and then they might cut him then or. Okay, so they really Dallas in the driver's seat really though. They ain't got to be in no rush to do nothing. He can sit out if he want, and they can also find him also. You know what I'm saying? So hey, the best is just You said what you said in the media already. Just go on out there and play. You ain't got to say nothing about no contract. Don't even talk about the contract. Just go ahead and play. If that's what you want to do, just go ahead and play. But hey,
We also talked about this
talking
on
ain't gonna get him nowhere though.
one of our earlier podcasts. We talked about how Michael Parsons is one of the superstars having a podcast. That might kind of like be, you know, you don't want your superstar player to have a damn podcast, do you? Because he talked too damn much for one.
I mean, as long as he's doing what he's supposed to do, why does his podcast matter?
I mean, if you
Yeah, a lot of players have podcasts now. I don't really agree with really
now
players
if he
having
start
them.
talking about disrespecting the team,
What the?
Yeah, I don't really agree with players having
I
pods like
mean, as
that.
long as he ain't disrespecting the team and things like that, you know,
Oh my god.
he talking reckless, Rod.
No, he ain't said nothing, not like nothing that hasn't been already said. I don't think he's saying nothing that hasn't already been said. I don't think he's out there giving out trade secrets and stuff like that. But like Norm and Rod was saying, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But also on the other hand, looking at it from the other side, it's not a good look for an active player to have a podcast because instead of focusing on a podcast, you should be focusing on your job.
A
And
lot of players have them though. I think what Travis Kelsey, I think with his brother, uh, obviously Draymond in the NBA.
No,
So
the
them,
most expensive podcast ever is Podcast P, Paul George podcast, because he didn't play none and he got paid for making a podcast.
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of players that have them, but I personally just think like you should probably just stick to playing ball before you hop on the pod. But I mean, a lot of guys is trying to do that, get their money and branch out from the league and do their own thing. So I kind of get it in that sense. But talking after every game, like to the
And
public,
then exactly, you breaking down games after, you know what I'm saying, the week, and that
yeah,
could be deemed a bad look for your ownership to see on the internet their best player talking about whatever, you know.
yeah,
What if you say
yeah.
the wrong thing?
and I think that kills team morale too because I wouldn't want to be in the locker room with somebody who has a podcast and then they always talking about what's happening after the game and stuff. I couldn't trust you then because as soon as something happens, I think that the first thing you're gonna do is take it to your podcast. So you'll be real standoffish towards that person. But like I
That's
was saying, I don't agree with having one when you're an active player because your job is to play basketball or play football or whatever the sport may be. But at the same time, I see it from the player stand. This is something that I'm trying to have set up so if my career don't work out. But like Rod said, we've seen a prime example of Paul George getting that big contract and then didn't play a game. So I get it. I don't get it. But Michael Parsons, like Rod said, he does talk a lot. He talks a lot. So who knows?
When you're dealing with Jerry Jones, Michael Parsons being a big personality, of course Jerry is the biggest personality in Dallas, so it's gonna be a little tense little relationship anyway. But Michael Parsons got to do a better job of kind of, you know, leaving some to the imagination. No, you can't put out everything all the time and so fast. You know, yeah,
And
everybody what you're feeling and what you're thinking. That's not
and,
good
and,
always.
and back on that podcast thing, I forgot the other person that really made it weird to me with stuff was Aaron Rodgers. Y'all remember how Aaron Rodgers was always talking about, where he was going or he might be going here on his pods. I don't know if y'all were seeing that, like on Sports Center. Sometimes they show the clips of his
Yeah.
podcast about where he's always interjecting, and it's like, do we really want to see that as fans? That might be from older fans, I guess, too, because we didn't grow up with that. I don't know if the younger guys really worry too much about that. But to me, it's just weird.
Hell no, nobody want to see that.
Yeah, like why
Yeah,
are you interjecting on where are you going? Like when he was playing for the Jets and he got hurt and he talking about it every 10 seconds, and then the whole thing of the Steelers were gonna pick him up or who was gonna pick him up after the Jets. It was just too much to me. Like you don't need to be on there doing that. And I I get it. To me, it's just players need to stay away from podcasts. I know it's just gonna be it's just gonna keep getting bigger and it's not probably gonna go away, but I really don't agree with it.
and I
Hey, and I
also
want
think
to say, of course, I mean, and it's ironic that we even talking about this because we actually on a
Nobody call
podcast. We
Aaron
have a
Rodgers.
podcast. But Michelle Obama got a damn podcast now, bro. Like the shit is out of
Yeah.
hand. You know, Obama on the damn podcast. Like what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see if we'll see what Jerry does with what Micah and we'll see where this ends up heading going into the season.
Yeah. But I guess we'll leave it right there then. Shit, like said, like, share, and subscribe to the Game Changer podcast. Also, Nick Madden TV. We'll keep you up to date on all the sports news, entertainment, everything in between. Anything else?
Hey, choose life.
Peace.
Stay tuned.
Oh,